Okay. Oh, it's in now. Thank God. So it just worked. All right, let's go. So we're talking about Metaforce platform, and of course, it's not really new to all of us here, but of course, this is where we provide educational knowledge about the platform and how it works. Because if you get into a business, it's always important that you get to learn about the business. Don't just have isolated knowledge. Okay, get to know your business, get to know your product, so you can be able to make full maximum use of that product to your own advantage. Okay, Metaforce is an ecosystem that has a lot of products. Metaforce is built on smart contract technology. Okay, just in case you wanted to understand what I mean by smart contracts, it is actually um, a computer program that exists on the blockchain. Okay, smart contracts makes it immutable for hacking. In other words, when you have a smart contract on the blockchain, it cannot be hacked, it cannot be shut down by anyone at all. Even those who created the platform cannot shut it down because it is 100% on the blockchain and it will be running on the blockchain for life. So that is like a new system of doing networking in this world today, whereby you can have a networking platform, not like in the previous systems we used to have it, but a networking platform that completely runs on blockchain. So I will just say that this is actually the first time whereby we can be able to do business and see the results, not just a harvest of your efforts, but a multiplied harvest of your efforts. Because this, when you get into a platform like this, you are your own boss, you are your own CEO. What you can make, what you can earn in a platform like this is directly proportional to the effort you put in. So nobody is stealing our money from this platform because it is decentralized. Okay, it is immutable. Okay, it cannot be stopped. Okay, the expiration of this platform is tied to the expiration of the blockchain. So there's no fear about platforms like this. But of course, there is always a risk in business. And part of that risk is the reason why we are here today, okay, so that we can actually remove every iota of doubt from your mind. Because when you are looking at a particular platform, there are other people doing the same platform too. So the only risk I've seen in Metaverse is when you get to join the platform with the wrong people, those who don't understand how it works, those who don't give educational knowledge of how the platform works. So when you join such people, when you join such teams, it will be like I have joined the wrong kind of team, or I have joined a bad business. Metaphor is not a bad business, but the way people go about it matters. So that is the only risk, and that's the reason why our team is of a top notch for you to take advantage of. Because here in our team, we don't just get people to join us, we'll also teach you, make you understand how the platform works in details. So without wasting much time, I'm going to share my screen right now. I will go to the slide and I will look a little knowledge about the classic program, because the classic program is the current program in the Metaverse ecosystem. And though Metaverse actually has a lot of products on their ecosystem, but it has been designed in a way that if you're going to access all these products that is coming in the future, you have to be a part of the system with the classic program. So the classic program is what we're going to be looking at right away. So let me just go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? You can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So I'll just go back to the slide, the marketing material. So this is the Metaverse official marketing material. Okay, so just if you are with me here, just rotate your screen.
Hello, King, we can't hear you.
Okay, sorry, I had some interruption, my connection. Okay, but can you still hear me now?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, so just rotate your screen, share with me, so you can be able to see the slide very well. All right. Um, yes. All right. No. Okay. So we're in now. Good. So this is the Metaverse marketing material where we'll be looking at the classic program called the Marketing Classic. So this is the Marketing Classic program, as you can see on my screen. This is made up of two schemes, actually. All right. In other words, two ways of earning called the S3 and the S6. Okay. Powerful way of earning in this platform that people need to take advantage of the right way. And if you do that, like I said before, that what you can make in this platform is directly proportional to the effort you put in. Of course, you're not just going to be seeing a result of what you're doing, but a multiplied result, multiplied harvest of what you're doing. So these are the two schemes called S3 and S6. So this is the S3. That's how it looks like, okay? This is how the S3 looks like. You can see the S3 actually has three spots, three earning spots, all right? And each of these earning spots are of 100% each. 100% earning because Metaforce is a decentralized platform, meaning that when you earn in Metaforce, it's 100%. You're not sharing the money with anyone. You know, I told you when you join a platform like this, you become your own boss. Unlike some other platforms whereby when you earn, you actually pay some commission, or they say some percentage goes in for the maintenance of the system. But it's not like that in Metaforce. When you actually earn in Metaforce, you get 100% of what you earn. So looking at this, the S3 is actually the scheme whereby you can earn from your direct partners. In other words, those whom you bring in directly under you into the platform, you earn from those people on the S3 program. So you can see that the S3 has three spots, meaning that each of them is 100% each. So where your earning is on the S3, the first two spots here. Okay, two of those spots is your earnings. Why this last one is called the last cycle for recycle, for reactivation. So on an average, you are earning 200% per cycle. 200%. While the last one here will go into the same platform again, like the platform uses that amount, that 100% to activate the same level for you again, so that you keep earning on and on and on for life. So long as your network is growing, you keep earning from a particular level for life. So let's go. S3 is very simple. It's just where you earn from your direct partners. Okay, so let's look at the S6. Now, I've often said that when you look at the S6 program, you may be thinking what you have been into in the past. Please don't see the S6 program as a binary system. Okay, it is not a binary, because when somebody sees, oh, there's two people here and there's two under those two, you start thinking of binary system. I always say on the Zoom that this structure shatters the normal binary way of building. It shatters the knowledge, because the way placement is done here is controlled from the blockchain itself, not a human being that is doing the placement at all. So the way of we thinking about binary placements is not possible here. This is not something that you can mathematically calculate. Okay, it is actually smart contract technology that is taking place, but this is just a graphical representation. So now the S6 program is actually the scheme whereby you can earn from the collective teamwork. You know, I told you S3 is where you earn from your direct downlines, but the S6 is where you earn from your from the collective teamwork. And you know, the collective teamwork can include your direct downline, it can include your downline, it can include your upline. So you can earn from any of these people I'm talking about. You can even earn from your cross line downline. You know, you can even earn from somebody you don't even know about in the same team. All that happens on the S6 program, ladies and gentlemen. So the S6, you can see here, has 6 spots, 2 on the first line and 4 on the second line. You can see that. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you.
Thank you. So you can see that the S6 actually has 2 spots on the first line and then 4 on the second line. So now, earnings do not come to you on the first line. Okay, earnings on the first line goes to somebody above you in the system or spills over to your team. That's why I told you that you can actually earn from somebody on your team, whether your downlines or your direct downlines, okay, or your downline. It happens from these 2 you see above, because it goes to not you but to people in the team. Do you understand? So your earning is not on the first line. Where your earning is on the second line. And ladies and gentlemen, from the second line, you are going to be earning 3 payments directly to your wallets. 300%. Because I told you that each of these spots is 100% each. So if you're earning 3 payments, that is 300% each of the amount of that level directly to your wallet. Then this last spot here, like I said, on the S3 is forward recycle for reactivation. In other words, the platform, because there are some platforms we did in the past that even after you earn completely, you still need to bring out money from your pocket again to actually reinvest in a particular level. But here in Metaforce, it is automated by the smart contracts on the blockchain. You don't need to spend that money anymore. Once this last spot comes in, the platform uses it to activate the same level for you again. So you keep earning on and on and on from that particular level for life. Are you following? So this is how the S6 works. It is where you can earn from the collective teamwork. So let's see the bigger picture of the what comprises of the marketing classic. This is the marketing program. Okay, the marketing classic. You can see that it has level 1. Okay, level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, okay, all the way down to level 12. You can see that. And then you can see that there is something that we have never seen in networking here that is happening on this screen, where 2 schemes are integrated into one matrix system. It has never happened before in the history of networking. It could only be possible through smart contracts. And Metaforce is the first to develop something like this that has never existed before, whereby you can see that, for example, you can see level 1 and 2, the schemes are different from level 3. You can see. So level 1 and 2 is S6, level 3 is S3, level 4 and 5 is S6, level 6 is S3, and then on and on till level 12. You can see this is a powerful matrix system that has never existed before, ladies and gentlemen. So pay attention here. And you can see from this screen here that the S6 schemes are more than the S3 schemes. Look at it very well. Look at it very well. You can see that these are the S3 schemes. We just have 4 out of 12. Then we have the S6. We have 8 out of 12, meaning that the platform creator designed something like this to help people. And I told you that X6 is where you earn from the teamwork. So we have more earning levels that you can make money from the team. But don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. It is the S3 that produces what? The S6. It is the S3 that produces the S6. Why? Because the S3 is where direct partners needs to come in. It is the direct partners that fills up every other places on the matrix. So if you can focus on building your S3, okay, if you can focus on building your S3, then the earning on S6 is guaranteed. If everybody focuses on building their S3 very well, having their direct partners, once I have my direct partner, you have your direct partner. If everybody does that, what will happen on the S6 is unfathomable. I told you that the earnings here is incalculable, something you cannot calculate with mathematics. I'm very serious about that. So let's just proceed. Now, these are the levels of the classic program, okay? But so what are the costs of these levels? If you want to ask that question, what are the costs of these levels? You can see that these are the costs of the levels. Level 1 to level 12 has their prices. Okay, you can see that level 1, for example, actually costs $5. Okay, level 2 costs $10, level 3 costs $20. And there's something that is different here. You can see that each next level costs exactly twice as much as the previous one. So if level 1 is $5, level 2 is what, $10, which is double of level 1. Are you following? Can you see hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
if that level 3 is like double of level 2. So it means that the higher you go, okay, the more money you make. You can see level 4 is double of what level 3. So it means that as you proceed in the system, the more levels, as your team grows, do you understand? The more levels will be activated by itself. And don't forget that the more the levels, the more your earnings. You can see that level 12 actually costs what? $10,000. And of course, we are not telling anybody to bring $10,000 to do metaphors. Okay, there's actually a minimum requirement for our team. But just before I talk about that minimum requirement, let me just look at my time here. I actually have a few more minutes left. Let me explain something important about the S6, because the S6 is where people need to understand. Okay, the S6 is where you need to really understand. If you don't understand how the S6 works, then you will not really take advantage of metaphors, because the platform has been designed for people who work as a team to see constant results. And like I said, you will see more of those results as you build your S3. As you build your S3, you are also populating the S6 as a team. So let's look at the S6 very well. You can see here now, you can see this is the way your upline sees. This is the way you see. So you can see this is your upline here, and your upline brings you into the platform. So, and then as your upline brings you into the platform, you now take the first position on your upline's first line. You can see that. This is you. So when you take that position, your own matrix opens up for you immediately. Your own matrix opens up for you immediately. So now let's see how earnings are gotten from this S6. Let's see how earnings are gotten. So I told you that, remember I told you before that this is your own matrix. Okay, this is your matrix, and I told you that earnings do not come to you on the first line. Earnings come to you from where? The second line. Okay, so follow me now. So let's say I bring in my first partner. I bring in partner number 1. You can see that partner number 1 is occupying my first line, okay? But on my upline's matrix, my partner number 1 is occupying my upline second line. Can you see that? Are you seeing how this powerful system works? My first downline, which is occupying my first line, is occupying the second line of my upline's matrix. That's the reason why you see the green arrow here showing that the earning of number 1 will go to the upline. This is done economically just way and fair way of building networking. I told you that it shatters the binary way of building. It's not like what you've known before. So this is actually an amazing thing. The first line here doesn't go to you, it goes to somebody above you in the matrix. So if I bring number 1, you have understood now that the income of number 1 goes to the upline, because that number 1 is occupying here, which is the second line of my upline. And don't forget, I told you that the second line is where your earning is. Do you understand? It's very important. So the same thing also, if number 1 brings number 2 and number 3, the earning of number 2 and number 3 will come to me as the upline. Are you getting it now? That is the way it works, because this number 2 and number 3 here is going to be on the first line of number 1. But on my own matrix, it's going to be on my second line. Are you getting it? This is how it works. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And because of time right now, I may not really go into some other things. There are other things we'll be sharing in the slide, okay, as time goes on. But because of time, I'm just going to stop here, just in case one or two people have questions about. Okay, but before I take questions, I just want to tell you about our strategy and the way we build. Okay, the way we build our team. We build our team with a strategy called the power of three. And what is the power of three? The power of three is actually you building networking for the first time, as though you're building in house. In other words, you are taking the minimum requirement of what you need, and then you are doing the team building in a way of building deep, building deep. Okay, so that's the power of three. Power of three is you coming in with the first three levels: level 1, 2, 3. And what's the cost of those three levels? Is what? 35 die. That's $35, and then you need at least $5 of what? MATIC, okay, for the transaction, and everything together, ladies and gentlemen, that you need is just $40. $40 is what you need to take you from where you are right now to your financial freedom. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, this $40 you're paying is just a one-time payment. Like, after you make this payment, money is never going to come out of your pocket ever again. You're only making that payment once. So long as your team members are growing, so long as your team is expanding, all the money you will use for higher levels, because higher levels means you're earning higher earnings. So all the money you need for higher levels, and all the money you are going to cash out, and all the money you need for recycling is going to come from your team. And the marketing classic I showed you has the power to do it. If everybody would just come with the first 3 slots and having only 3 partners, not more than 3 partners. You don't need more than 3. I assure you that you don't need more than 3. If you can just have 3 partners and ensure that your 3 partners also have their 3 partners, and everybody's duplicating with 3 partners, the platform has been designed to distribute the funds in a decentralized way that everybody in the team will be happy. That is just how it works. That's just how it works. So because of time, there's still more to talk about, okay, but because of time, I'm going to stop here. Just take 1 or 2 questions, just in case anybody has a question that they want to clarify about. Okay, this is a very important Zoom that will educate you about more in Metaverse, so that you are not in the dark about the business that you are into. So if you are not here with your prospects or your downlines or your team members, you need to start working on it. By the time we have our next Zoom, tell the person, come and learn about your business. That is the only way for you to progress. If you open a shop and you don't know what you are selling, you will not know how to market it. And if you don't know how to market it, you can't make sales. You can't get people to push the business forward. And you have the opportunity to learn about this, not on your own, but to be mentored and tutored. Take advantage of this. So let me take a question, just in case somebody has a question. Please feel free, about the marketing program or Metaverse in general. Please feel free if you have a question. Yeah, Mrs. Vinke, I can see your mic unmuted. You want to ask a question?
Yes. I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to
Go ahead.
find out the smart chain.
Ma?
You said the business continues. I said the smart chain expires. So when
Okay.
does the smart chain expire?
No, I didn't mention smart chain. I said smart contract. Smart contract. Okay, and I
Yes.
said business can only expire if the blockchain expires. So,
Yes.
and the only way blockchain can expire is if the internet shuts down globally. You see? So,
Okay.
and the only way the internet can shut down is if there's no electricity in the world. So, are those things possible? Are those things possible? So, we're actually on a business that is going to thrive for many years. That's what I'm trying to say. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Okay, so I was just actually saying that the expiration of the smart contract is tied to the expiration of the blockchain. So if the blockchain cannot shut down, if the blockchain cannot expire, ladies and gentlemen, our business cannot expire. So don't just treat a business like this anyhow. Take it and use it to help people, because it's going to be here for many years. I was actually in a meeting with one of our top leaders, and he said something that a lot of people will wake up and they'll meet this platform 5 years from now, and they will not believe what the platform will have achieved by then. So I'm so excited of being here right now, because I'm going to be at the forefront of this platform in the next few years. And so count yourself privileged if you're listening to me right now. And if you're not part of the system, I'll advise you to reach out to the person who invited you, or share this video with you. If you're listening from YouTube or anywhere, reach out to that person and get started with the platform. You're not going to be in a team whereby people don't understand how it works, and you're not alone. You're not alone. We are going to be here to help you, to mentor you, to ensure that you understand how the business works. Educational knowledge is what we are going to be giving out on our Zooms, so that you can understand your business. And if you understand your business, I guarantee you can take it to any length. You can take it to any length. Any other question, please? Please ask questions. Ask questions. Okay, in the absence of no questions, I want to say that thank you so much for everyone who made it to the call today, all right? And of course, we are always available on our groups, just in case you need our attention, to help you out, talk to anyone, to have a three-way call or one-on-one Zoom with anyone, registrations, whatever it is. Okay, you have our undivided assistance. We'll always be there to help you. So like, if you're listening to me and you're on this call right now and you're not signed up yet, take advantage of this platform. Take advantage of it. It is going to really help you boost your finances, share the opportunity with people, so that they can understand that there is something out there. Not everything online is a scam. Not everything online. Everything online that is there, of course, for you to get the original thing, you must know that there is no original without a fake. But that's why some people fake some of these things. But for you to understand that there's an original, then you take advantage of it. And you take advantage of it the right way. And that's exactly what we're teaching in our Zooms. So I want to say thank you to those. If you're listening to this recording from YouTube, we are going to be leaving a link to the description, so you can join our Telegram group or our WhatsApp group, so you can actually have more knowledge about this platform. It's very important that you understand how it works. You don't just listen and then you pass by. So click on the link on the description and join our group, so we can give you more understanding in our subsequent Zooms. Thank you so much, and bye for now.